Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football that it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Buccaneers 23.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down. Donald, throw left side, complete. That's Ramsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, 38 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now the second down throw on target. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Deshaun Watson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch, They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Donald. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From the red zone now, Watson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to... slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
from the gun. Donald escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 20! And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll run on first down. It's Brady pushing through the contact. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Very long.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Buccaneers 41.
And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it. And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. 70 seconds remaining. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down. Now he'll pull it down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's good.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Flush to his right. Going deep this time. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And now back out comes the offense. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy.